What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. So it's battle of the budget phones. I got the Moto X4 here. You can pick this phone up for about 200 bucks. I got the new G3. They just released a nice, beautiful red color, also for 200 bucks. But what's better bang for your buck between both of these devices? What's up, everybody? This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. So let's do a head-to-head competition on the Moto X4. And I got a lot of updates with this device versus the new mobile G3. So sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So let's go and see which device is better bang for your buck. Now I got both of them plugged up right now because I want to show you guys battery life at the end of this video as I do some tests and as I go along with this video. So let's see. As you see, both of them is 100%. So let's go on and pull the cord out and let's do a boot up test between both of these devices. We got here our power buttons. Let's go. Boom. All right. So let's see which device is going to boot up the fastest. Now, as it booting up, let's go to talk about specs. The new mobile G3 got the MT processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage, 5.7 inch 720 display. We got a dual SIM setup here, all the bells and whistles, dual cameras and all that stuff like that, and look like this one won. Let me put the code in. Boom. All right, so look like, wait a minute. Well, let's put the code in. All right, so look like the Moto X4 won. Basically run. All right, cool. All right, so the Moto X4 won because it had to finish its boot up process here, even if I had to put the code in. All right, I got to put it in again. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the specs on the Moto X4. 5.2 inch 1080p display. We got the Snapdragon 630 processor, 4 gigs of RAM. We got 64 gigs of internal storage, SD card support, dual camera setup on the back, single camera setup in the front. So when we talk about specs, we got two different kinds of specs here. MT processor, 720p display. We got a Snapdragon 630, 1080p displays. All right, so let's get started with the test here. Before I do anything, let's go and put everything on full brightness. So there's no excuses here. We had 100% battery life. All right, let's talk about the design on both of these devices. Now, in 2018, we saw a different era. We got an 18:9 aspect ratio, 19:9 aspect ratio, slim forehead and chins, fingerprint scanner underneath the glass versus and in the back. The Moto X4 followed the traditional with the huge forehead and chin, but you do have a fingerprint scanner here at the bottom. So I can tell you right now, both of them is absolutely gorgeous. Now, you see all glass design here. I mean, it is beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Now, a lot of people don't like the Oreo here on the Moto X4, but I am a fan of the paying attention to details with both of these devices. But when it comes down to it, I will go with the new G3 because I like the new 18:9 aspect ratio. It has a slimmer forehead and chin, and it's just a beautiful, just classy design. But you be the judge for yourself when it comes down to both of the designs of both of these devices. Let's go and talk about performance as I move along here. Look, besides the MT processor and besides the Snapdragon 630 processor, can it play games? Can it play games, high intensive games? So let's go on and get right into it. Let's see which device can play games. All right, so I'm getting right into the gameplay here, and I got that one booted up, ready to go. And so I'm gonna play at least one board here with both devices and see what it's all about, so y'all guys can get a clear picture on can you play Asphalt 8, which is a high-end intensive games. I use that on a lot of my game videos. Yes, if you could play Asphalt 8, basically you could play a lot of games. So let me go ahead and go to my controls. I like to use to tap the steering. So let's go here, boom. All right, as you can see, gameplay is pretty good. Let's go ahead and get some volume here. All right, so we get some volume, and we got a bottom firing speaker here on this device. Also, we're gonna do some temperature checks on this device to make sure it's King Supreme. Now, as you can see, listen, it's playing it without a hitch. Without a hitch, no problem here with this device. Not as far as warm, it is getting a little warm here. All right. It is getting a little warm here. That's okay. So we go check out the temperature in a minute to see what it's all about. And I'm trying to look at the camera as I'm playing this game. So it is what it is. All right. So Asphalt 8 on the Moto X4, definitely could play it with no problem. No problem playing it. All right. So let's go to see if we could play the same game here. And before I do that, let's go to the exit out real quick. I want to exit. I want to see the temperature here on this device. All right, so let's go to CPU monitor and I want to look at the temperature. All right, so 86 degrees Fahrenheit after playing a few minutes of the game. That's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so let's go and get the Moto G3 and let's move right along. All right, so let's go and play this game. And look, here's something food for thought here as I get my controls. The device is getting warm just by booting up. So that's something that you got to definitely take into account. And let's go. Okay. So right now, man, it's playing it. It's playing it. So the MT processor is taking care of business here. No problems. Okay. Now it's not as smooth as the Snapdragon 630 processor, but it's playing it. And I'm getting a little warmth, but it's okay. You know, when you're playing high-end games on the lower-end processors, I mean, the processor power is very intense, so you're going to get a little warmth when trying to play it. But I mean, listen, there's $200 phones that's playing one of the highest intensive games in the App Store. And Asphalt 8, it has a lot of graphic intensive going on. So if a phone could play Asphalt 8, you should have no problem with playing high intensive games. And there it is. The graphics look pretty good. Even though it's a 720p display, it does look very good. So that is gaming on both of these devices. And you know what? Let me go on and check the temperature here on this device also. And let's see where we at, because I'm getting a little warmth here. Okay. All right. So I just seen that. Hold on a second. Let's see. 96 degrees Fahrenheit. So we was in the mid 80s with the Moto X4, and we at 95 degrees Fahrenheit after playing that game. So, and it does feel warm. And I mean, a few minutes of gameplay, you're definitely going to get a lot of warmth going on with this device. So as far as performance, both of them will perform good. Now, if you could play high intensive games, you're definitely not going to have a problem with app opening and stuff like that. So the only thing you have to be concerned about, and right now we're right at 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get into that. 98 degrees Fahrenheit. And the temperature actually going up a little bit. All right, so let's talk about the cameras on both of these devices. We got dual camera setup here on the rear. And I want to take you guys straight into the settings so you guys can see some of the settings on both devices. All right, so when we jump into settings here, as you can see, the settings on the device, 13 megapixel camera at 4.3 aspect ratio or 16:9 aspect ratio. You have all the bells and whistles here. Then you have on the Moto X4, you can boost it up to 12 megapixels at the 4.3 aspect ratio. So you can tell I got 4.3 aspect ratios on both devices. And I want y'all guys to see the video settings. So on the Moto X4, you can only shoot at 720p and 1080p 30 frames per second. And on the Moto G3, if we can get to the video portion. All right, so we can only shoot at, again, 720p 30 and full HD 1080p 30. And you can go down if you want, but that's kind of low. So let me show you guys real quick some video samples and some still footage with both devices. So check this out. So you know how I like it. I like to put 3 cameras involved here. So I got the Moto X4, I got the Moto G3, and then I have the LG G6, right? Let's go and put the LG G6. Again, this is a $200 phone also. Let's put this in the mix so y'all guys can gauge which device looks the best. So check this out. Let's put all 3 in the camera review real quick. Let's go. Okay, so before I end this video, I just want y'all guys to see the battery life on both devices. So we're at 95%. So you're gonna get comparable battery life on both devices, even when playing high intensive games, having both screens at high brightness, and doing everything that I did in this video. So when it come down to it, the battery life is on par with what. Now, some of the special features that you're gonna get with the Moto X4 is you're gonna get IP68 dust and waterproof, right? Water resistance. So you're gonna get IP68 water resistance with this device that you don't get with this device. And also you're gonna get a 1080p display that you get the 720p display there. But again, when looking at both displays, they look pretty good. So I don't see any big differences when it comes down to the display. So even though this is 720p and this is 1080p, you don't see no big difference there. But you get a 5.7-inch display here. You only get 5.2. So when it comes down to you beat it just for yourself, both of them is $200, and both of them will play nice high intensive games. This device stays a little warm to me. We're 89 degrees here. We're 89 degrees there. So they're cooling off a little bit. But when you're playing high intensive games, the Moto G3 is going, the new G3 is going to get a little warm when playing games. So there it is. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Moto X4 and the new G3. See you guys on the next video. Peace.